You can see a left hand right hand combination is what the Svkm are going with. It's something that's paid them huge dividends across the years. Tej and RD, the two opening batters. It is the power play, so just the two fielders outside the ring. Shashank coming round the wicket. That's a good delivery, a very, very good shout, but the ball was swinging into the left hand a little bit, angled onto the pads, going down leg. Well, Tej trying to use the bottom hand and flick the ball into the leg side. He's a strong player, square of the wicket, and very, very good, especially on the onside. Look at that again, he flicks the ball. That's the first runs of the game. It's in the gap. Does it have the legs to go all the way? I don't think so. Should be cut off. They will settle for a couple of runs, and that's the first runs. The first runs of the innings coming off the bat of Tej. Extremely well timed under the eye line, and that's something that you'll see quite a lot in today's encounter. The power play is where you can take the full advantage of the field restriction, and that's what Svkm are trying to do here. Get those early runs, and look at that, flicks it away to the leg side. That's very well played. Strong player on the onside, like I said earlier, and he gets his first boundary of the innings. Angled onto the leg side, and really well played. There is some sort of movement here in the first few overs. You can see the ball is swinging in the air. And well, the captain just having a quick word with the bowler, advising him where he exactly needs to bowl. Need to make use of the new ball right now, because if they leak runs in the first 6 overs, it's going to be easy to bat, as the Fatima cricket ground, this particular pitch, it offers such ease and comfort to the batters as the game goes on, and hence it's going to be extremely crucial that you pick up early wickets. You put the pressure on the batters. That's much better. That's much better. Tej realizing he does not want to go into the onside plate with the full face of the bat. That's positive signs as a batter as well. But a sharp delivery coming around the wicket. Last ball of the first over. Flicks it away into the onside once again. He'll pick up a single. He'll keep strike. So at the end of the first over, the score is 7 for none.
क्लाउडचा इश्यू आहे त्यांचा, त्यांनी जो क्लाउडवर डिप्लॉय केला आहे ना, त्यांचा कोड फाटलेला आहे. काय करायचं आता यांना? दुसरा ऑप्शन काहीतरी याला बोलायचं का मग दुसरा करायला? काय करू नको दुसरा, ते लोक बघून घेतील, हे लोक कोण बघणार म्हणजे आता बघा मी असतं तर मी काय केलं असतं, मॅन्युअल स्कोर पण टाकले.
Well, now for the start of the second over, Tej will continue to be on strike. This is the power play where you have the option of piercing the field outside off stump. That's a little too wide. Extras. The first extra of the innings, and well, Tej trying to reach out for it. That's something you'll see quite a lot in this innings. He's good on the onside. He's very good square of the wicket, and most importantly, he is that sort of a player who likes to take the attack to the opponents. RD on the other hand, he's played some great knocks in the past, but he's known to anchor the innings. Still not taken the aggressive route here. Svkm, this is outside off stump once again, lets it go. That's another wide. So calculative start here from the batters. They've not tried to do anything out of the ordinary. The runs will come. The field restrictions are something that they'll try to keep in mind. They look to find gaps time and again. Oh, what a delivery. Extraordinary length. Coming round the wicket, trying to angle it into the left-hander, but it went the other way. And just kissing past the outside edge. Excellent delivery. Here he goes again. That's much better. He's found the length. He's found the line. That is exactly where you need to bowl. And the best part is he does not have express pace. That can play an advantage to the bowler at times, as you can see right now as well, because there's not a lot of pace. The batter has nothing to do. He cannot use that pace and guide the ball anywhere. Has to play with the full face. Look at that. He goes in the air this time. He's hit into the offside. There's a man there in the deep, but he'll not be able to get to the ball. The man at deep extra cover was giving the chase, but it goes towards the fence for 4. So second boundary for the left-hander. And he's just got going. Slight bit of room, and he's been punished for 4. He'll continue now. Round the wicket. Oh, that's a good delivery. How did that miss the stumps? That's an extraordinary delivery. What a ball that was. When it was angled into the left-hander and the ball did not swing away. In fact, it went on with the angle. And he's so lucky, Tej, to be out there in the centre. What a fantastic delivery. It's really well bowled. This is the kind of start that you want to give to your side. And the Dbis will be looking to put pressure on the batters. There's a man at deep extra cover. And one at deep third man, from where I can see a slip in place as well. That's down the leg side. Wide ball called. Was interested in taking a single RD, but he was sent back. Extras. Well, this one's outside off stump again, trying to reach out for it. Another play and a miss. This is a fantastic over. There has been a boundary scored in the over, but I can't say that the bowler has done anything wrong so far. A couple of wides, that's all right. But the lines that he's bowled, he's stuck to a plan. It looks like he's well prepared. Mid-off covers, deep extra cover, point, deep third man, and a slip in place. That is very well bowled. Fantastic over. So at the end of 2 overs, the score is 13 without loss. So for the first time in the game, RD is going to be on strike. And straight away, play and a miss. Straight away, the ball grazing past the bat. There is a slip in place. There's a man at deep extra cover. There's a man at deep third man as well. Man at mid wicket, mid on the onside. Just 2 on the onside, 7 on the off. Oh, that's outside edge, and that's gone past the keeper. Did that come off the bat? I don't think so. In fact, the umpire, he signaled it as Dbis. It was very close to the outside edge. It was extremely well bowled by Shashank. That one kicked off the good length area. In the first few overs is exactly when the bowlers have the advantage of making the most out of the new ball, but These are the moments that create jitters and nerves in the minds of the batters, but not with those deliveries. It's onto the pads. There was a man at fine leg that was depositioned, who's done an excellent job in saving the boundary, but he could not prevent a couple of runs. Two taken, flicked away from middle and leg. Good field placement by the captain. There was only mid-wicket and mid-on before this delivery. He got another man at fine leg, knowing that the fact that the ball is going to be bowled into the pass. This time outside off-stump, driven very well. It's in the gap. And there's no one in the deep. The man at deep extra cover has been brought inside the circle as it races a... At the end of the third over, the score is 28 without loss. Tej and Rohit, the two opening batters, they've performed really well so far in this innings. They've looked positive, they've looked comfortable, scoring at 9 and over, roughly above 9 and over. That's a good delivery outside off stump, played into the offside. Wanted a single, and I think they'll comfortably cross over for one. The fielder on the offside is right up to the circle, so singles are...
हॅलो हॅलो
येतोय ना इकडे ठेवता
Well, here he goes again, and Tej has gone down the ground, the full face of the bat, and that's going to be the first big hit of the innings. The first maximum, the first six. It was in the slot, not a lot of pace at offer. And the full face of the bat from the elegant left-hander. That's exactly what you'd like to see in the power play. That's the kind of batting, that's the kind of brand of cricket that the Svkm players want to display in the School Dads Cricket Championship. That's a much better length, slightly back of a length. He's adjusted it very, very quickly. Needs to realize that anything over pitched is going to be easy for the batters to work around with. But the moment you pitch it slightly back of a length, it makes it a little difficult to maneuver the ball on either ends of the field. Well, there's a loud shout. And the finger goes up. That's the perfect comeback. Look at that again. The dreaded finger of the umpire. Continuing round the wicket. Little bit fuller in length, and he tried to flick the ball into the leg side. And the finger went up straight away. The first wicket goes down. It's 36 for 1. The new batter in is Kapil in at number 3. Well, Tej is a very talented batter, but unfortunately he's got to go back to the hut, and replacing him is another interesting batter. Coming in at number 3, he's been given the responsibility of batting in the middle overs. That's something that anyone would love to have, and it's Kapil. Facing the first ball, that's really well bowled. Back of a line delivery played towards backward point. Straight to the man. Don't think the batters will look to take a single there. And that should be the end of the 4th over. It's 36 for 1. Change in bowling now. The first ball, back of a line delivery played towards backward point. They want a quick single, and they take it. Really quick through the blocks. Both the batters, Kapil and Rohit. Score moving on to 37 for the loss of a wicket here. Due to some technical issues, we are not able to see the score in the screen, but I will be calling out the score time and again. It's onto the leg side. That's come off the pads. There's a man at fine leg. Very straight as compared to the conventional fine leg. Only a single leg by is called by the umpire. It's the 5th over of the power play. Rohit again. Oh, he's tried to flick the ball, but that was down the leg side. You can see that the wrist position of the bowler is such that he's trying to angle the ball across into the right hander. He's trying to bowl the in-swinger. That can really be a very effective delivery if he Pitch is in the right areas. This time it's a shorter length pulled away into the leg side. Only a single once again. So I think the DBIS players will not mind those singles, as long as the boundaries have dried up. Need to chip in with those wickets time and again. Need to curtail the flow of runs as well as pick up those wickets here and there. That is a much better length pulled away. In fact, cut away into the back foot. Point region. Don't think they'll take a single there. Dot ball. Score is 40 for 1 in the 5th over of the innings. No need to rush into the innings is what Svkm teammates will be telling the batters. Oh, that's well bowled and extremely well played as well. That's gone through the mid-off region. That's going to race away towards the boundary for 4. First boundary for Kapil. That was extremely well played into the offside. Slightly over-pitched, angling it into the right-hander. And he presented the full face of the bat as it went past the fielder at mid-off. Gets 4 for himself. Look at that again. Excellent timing on that one. The fielder there, well, he put a foot out. Unfortunately, he could not get anything on the ball. This time it's short. Trying to cut the ball. Play and a miss. End of the over. 5 gone. It's 44 for 1. Last over of the power play and excellently bowled. Slower through the air, swinging into the right-hander, and you can see that there's nothing that the batter can do to such a delivery. Has to respect the good balls. It is the final of the power play, so Rohit needs to realize that he needs to take the attack now or sometime real soon. That's driven magnificently well into the offside. That's gone past the fielder at mid-off once again. And it does have the legs to go all the way. The outfield is quick. Once it's crossed the infield, the ball is always going to go towards the fence. We haven't seen a lot of dew out there in the middle so far. And just look at that again. Swinging in to the right-hander. And elegance. Exquisite timing. And magnificent placement for 4. Score is 48 for 1. 4 balls in the power play still to come. Having a look at the field now. There is a man at short fine leg, square leg and mid-on inside the circle. Looks like mid-on is gone to long on and mid-wicket is gone to deep mid-wicket. So covers, extra cover, point, mid-off and short third inside the circle. Here he goes again. That's well bowled. Again, pulling the length back, not bowling fuller. He's come around the wicket, so he's changed the angle. Trying to swing it in from around the wicket. Something like a conventional left-armer does. Ball coming back into the right-hander. Here he goes again. Oh, that's a good delivery, leading edge. Will this be taken? Just falling short of the man at extra cover. Was in the air for a while, and I think Rohit must be wondering if the ball would carry to the man at extra cover, but just falling short in the end, so only a single taken eventually. And Rohit somehow survives. Kapil will be back on strike for the last couple of deliveries. That's played back to the bowler. And was that a catching opportunity? Well, that was a chance. I thought that the ball would have been dispatched into the leg side, but unfortunately it took the bottom half of the bat and went straight back to the bowler. Sadly, he could not grab onto it, and that may go down as a dropped opportunity. However, the last ball of the power play is going to the leg side. Man there. And he's taken it. What a tremendous catch this is. Running in Shashank. Diving to his right. And what a way to end the power play here. That's an outstanding catch. Had to cover a lot of distance to get to the ball in the first place. Not only did he cover a lot of ground, he also completed the catch. Look at that. Excellent athleticism, and that is the end of the power play. Couples time is up. 6 gone. It's 49 for 2. Six overs have been bowled. It's the end of the power play. The score is 49 for 2. Still no spin into the attack. Full toss. Head into the leg side. Is it in the gap? Oh, that's very well fielded. That excellently done there in the deep. But I think it will allow the batters to come across for 2. And the 50 comes up for the Svkm Dynamic Strikers. With a couple of runs into the onside. That was whipped away into the leg side. Man in at square leg and short fine leg inside the circle. Deep mid wicket and long on the boundary. Long off covers. Deep extra cover point and a deep third man. The 5 fielders that are on the boundary. Rohit decides to leave that one. It was outside off stump. Now that the power play is over, you can have a maximum of 5 fielders outside the ring. And that is something that the bowlers can take a sigh of relief here. Because the boundaries will not come that comfortably now going forward in the game. Square leg, short fine leg, point and covers inside the circle. Driven firmly but straight towards cover. Slight fumble there. And they cross over for a single. A good throw. A direct hit from the man at covers, but they cross over for one. I hope he's not hurt himself there. Looks to be in some pain. That's good to see. He's up on his feet again. 52 for 2 the score in the 7th over of the innings. Same field for both the batters. This one is going to be interesting to see because Dhaval Siroya is the new batter in. Experienced player. Has the leadership qualities as well. Coming in at number 4. First ball. Drives it firmly to the offside. Are they going to go for 2? I don't think so. There's a man there in the deep. Only a single taken. Applauded by the bowler as well. A great effort on the boundary. Dhaval gets off the mark. Rohit is Well set. He's looked positive. He's got his eye and he's batting on 21 runs. Has taken his time now. And this is exactly what you want him to do. Using his feet, goes over the man at point. Slashes and slashes hard. Gets a boundary for himself. Using his feet, converting a half volley into a full toss. And a brilliant strike over point for a boundary here. Look at that. The man there, almost for a fraction of a second, thought that he was interested in getting to the ball, but it was always going over his head. So nice little innings this turning out to be from Rohit. Needs to just keep going the same way. A quick discussion here between two of the players there. Both batters and bowlers having a brief chat as to what needs to be done next. Oh, driven really well. That's gone through the hands. Is it going to go all the way for 4? Yes, it is. Back-to-back 4s for Rohit. Well, that's a good delivery outside off stump. Takes the outside edge. Gone towards the third man region. Should just be the one. Round the wicket. An interesting choice here. Punched into the offside, looking for a quick single. And he's hurriedly come across to the non-striker's end for another one. Flicked away towards short fine leg. Another quick single taken. Good running between the wickets. Leg by is called by the umpire. Rohit again on strike. Flicked away to the onside, looking for a quick single. Comfortably crossing over to the other end. Well, the boundaries have not come a lot when this guy is bowling. He's really kept the pressure on the batters in some way or shape or form. He's really kept things tight on the spell. Dhaval Siroya on strike. Oh, very well bowled. Inside edge. Racing away. And that's going to be 4. Just when I thought that the boundaries have dried up when this guy's bowling. There comes an inside edge. Goes towards the fence for 4. Was extremely well bowled, and Dhaval trying to play with the full face of the bat. You can see there is some bit of movement of the turf. It came back in sharp and almost an inside edge into the stumps. Change of angle now coming over the wicket for the last ball of the over. The score is 69 for 2. Goes in the air. Into the leg side. Or are they going to go for 2? Oh, they're very, very quick. That's brilliant running between the wickets. Couple of runs to end the over. So 8 overs have been bowled. It's 71 for 2. Another medium pacer into the attack. We haven't seen spin yet. Well, I'm not too sure if they want to get the spinners on or not. It's a good line here. Left arm over the wicket. It's gone through the legs. Are they going to go for 2? They're going for 2. Well, they've taken 2 runs out of nothing. It was straight to the man at covers. A slight bit of a fumble. That was enough for Dhaval and Rohit to cross over for 2. These two played plenty of cricket together. They've played year in, year out together. And I think that's the reason why such great understanding and coordination between the pair. As they did not even flinch for a quick second. They just went through for a couple of runs. That's good running between the wickets, to be honest. Score moves on to 73 for the loss of 2 wickets in the 9th over of the innings. 10 overs each side, each end. That's a plain miss outside off. That's very well bowled. Well, the field is widespread for the left arm bowler. Short fine leg, a deep mid wicket. There's a short mid wicket as well. Man at long on, long off cover, extra cover, point and a deep third man. That is the field. This time it's gone in the air. Or it will fall in between mid wicket and square leg for a single. Tried to pull the ball into the leg side. The ball just hurried onto him, I felt. Did not come as comfortably as he expected the ball to come. And he's very fortunate to have not got the leading edge, and thankfully he's out there for the Svkm Dynamic Strikers. This time a short delivery, a bouncer attempted. That is aggression. That is excellent bowling. The one bouncer that you can bowl in the over. It's been directed to perfection. Dhaval trying to play the upper, but he could not get anywhere close to the ball. This time it's a little fuller in length. In fact, good length delivery. Trying to cut the ball into the offside. Dhaval waited for the ball and you can see the ball is just skidding through the surface. I think these are the signs that DBIS need to take. There is some bit of moisture on the pitch. Slight bit of advantage to the bowlers here. If they pitch in the right channel, this one again outside off stump, that's been cut away beautifully. Oh, it's hit really, really well. There is a man in the deep who will cut it off, but only one. That's all that they get. Fantastic over. 9 overs have been bowled, and it's 76 for 2. Well, this time is being played towards the backward point region, and you can see that these two batters are really complementing each other really well. At one moment you see Dhaval going for the boundaries, and at the other end you see Rohit just fending the ball time and again for singles, and that's really well bowled. Excellent line and length. Should just be the one played towards long off. There's long off, long on, deep mid wicket, short mid wicket. There's a man at short fine leg as well. Covers, deep extra cover, point, and a deep third man. Same field for both the batters. Oh, he's tried to flick the ball. It's come off the pads, or is it the bat? We'll wait for the umpire's call. He says off the bat, I guess. He asked the batter whether it was off the pad or bat. Dhaval indicates it took the edge of the bat, and that's 4 runs. Doesn't matter how they come as long as they're coming for Svkm Dynamic Strikers. However, the DBIS strikers, they really want to restrict the flow of runs here. Not sure how they're going to do that. That's only possible if they pick up wickets and wickets. There's no other way to go forward in the game for DBIS. Slow delivery, that's punched and thumped down the ground. It's going to go for 4 back-to-back boundaries. This one was one of the best shots of the day, and Dhaval Siroya needs no invitation to play those aggressive strokes. So good down the ground, this guy. The ball swinging away from the right-hander, played towards cover again, looking for a quick single. Are they going to go for 2 once again? Well, Rohit wanted 2 out of nothing, but there was no run there. They don't need to take these risks here. It's a 20-over game, still a lot of time left in the innings. We are almost at the halfway point of the first innings. We will have drinks on field after this over is done. 85 for 2. Slow delivery. Punch towards the cover region. That's well fielded. Excellent fielding. And that should be the end of the 10th over. 10 overs have been bowled. It's 86 for 2, and now we'll have drinks on field. Change of ends now. The 11th over in progression, and straight away using his feet, Rohit goes into the offside. There's a man there in the deep. Shouldn't be more than one there. 87 for 2 the score in the 11th over. What a great position this for the Svkm dynamic strikers here. However, for the Dbis strikers, I feel a couple of wickets here can be the way to come back into the match. They need to look for those wickets because right now the way Svkm are batting, I think that they'll be looking at a score exceeding 180. 10 overs 100. Not a big ask at this ground. Good batting wicket this. Into the offside again for a single. Long on, long off on the boundary. Man at deep extra cover, deep third man, and a deep square leg on the fence. Oh, Yorker. Extremely well bowled that. Was in the block hole. Nothing that the batter can do about it. Plays with soft hands. Dhaval back on strike. Oh, making room. He's gone high in the air. How well has he hit it? Oh, that's a tremendous blow. Well, it was such a good hit, such a swagger in that stroke that even the cameraman could not take his eyes off Dhaval. Just look at that shot. That's unbelievable the way Dhaval has gone into the onside. I think they will need another ball. It's a huge hit. Score moves to 96. This was a huge, monstrous hit this into the leg side. Not a bad delivery. That's much better. Yorker outside off stump. That's much, much better. Changing the line and length. Bowling wider. Way outside off stump. That's much better. Again slogs it. Leading edge towards the deep third man region. Just one and he'll keep strike. End of 11. It's 97 for 2. So spin into the attack for the first time in the game. And that is what I was looking for. Spinner can cause all sorts of trouble if he bowls with the right intent. And if the ball is bowled at the right pace as well. Oh, but Dhaval goes inside out. There was a man in the deep, but he could not get towards the ball. The man at deep extra cover. Trying his best to get to the ball. Goes over his head and the 100 comes up for Svkm dynamic strikers. It's come in the 12th over of the innings. They have made their intentions clear. They're not going to hold back one bit. Any bowler that's been introduced, he's been taken to the cleaners in today's game. Oh, that's a good comeback here. Quicker through the air, flatter trajectory. And a dot ball. The Dbis strikers have not picked up a wicket since they got the second one in the power play. Oh, and that is right on cue. Just when I thought that they needed a wicket. A magical moment in the game. Dhaval Siroya trying to go down the ground, trying to take the attack to the opponent. That's what he was trying to do. The intent was there. But he missed the line completely. And that is wicket number 3. Cleaned up. Solid innings coming to an end. Well, what the excellence is something that you see here. What a delivery that. What in the world was that? Just look at that delivery. Unbelievable. Going through the gate of the batter. And that is 2 wickets in 2 balls. Well, the new batter in, before I could even register his stats, he's gone back to the hut. He has picked up 2 wickets in 2 balls. He is on a hat-trick here. And can this be a hat-trick? We haven't seen one in this tournament so far. In the Jfsc School Dash Cricket Championship, there's a slip in place. That's good to see. There's a catching cover in place. Players are inside the circle. Square leg in as well. Hat-trick ball. New batter is Pawan. Silly mid-off in position. Catching cover in position. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Oh, that's cautiously played. Won't get a hat-trick, but what an over this was. 12 overs have been bowled. 101 for 4. Looks like another change in bowling. Can this be another spinner into the attack? Spinners have really done a fine job at this ground whenever they've got the opportunity. However, every team has different strengths. Is Dbis a good spin bowling lineup? That's something we are seeing today. Keeper right up to the stumps. Looks like another spinner into the attack. Rohit is on strike. He's out there since a long time. He's batting on 38. Covers, point, shot third, shot fine leg inside the circle. Good delivery played with soft hands. Wants a single, but Pawan has sent him back. But you don't want to run out in this situation. You want to keep your wickets in hand. Long on, deep extra cover, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on. Along with 4 fielders in. That's the field that's been set for the off spinner. There's some bit of turn here, and at times the ball just skids through the surface as well. So you can't really predict which ball's going to turn, which ball's going to go straight. Short ball, cut away. Well, the fielder got a hand to it towards the deep extra cover region. Only a single now. Pawan is on strike. 102 for 4. Down the leg side. Wide ball called by the umpire. Here he goes again. That's very, very well bowled. Really good line and length here. Square leg inside the circle. Shot third man. There's a man at extra covers and another player at covers standing. 4 inside the circle. Oh, he pulls it away. It's gone past the fielder at short fine. And it's going to race away towards the fence for 4. Short pitch delivery had to be put away. And Pawan was not going to miss out on that one. He opens his account with a boundary. Will give him so much confidence, this shot. Goes towards the fence for 4. There's still a ball left in the over. 109 the score. That is down the leg side. Again a wide called. Well, the wicket keeping has been quite good today. Keeper behind the stumps, he's done a fabulous job. He's not given away anything extra. Always got his body behind the ball. That's wicket keeping 101 for all the youngsters watching. That's another fantastic delivery. Outside off stump trying to cut the ball. The ball did not turn into the right hander. The batter thought that it will come back in, but it did not. 110 for 4. 1 ball remaining in this over. Plays it down the ground, and I think that's going to be another dot ball. End of 13. Scores 110 for 4. Full toss outside off stump. That's put away into the offside. Are they going to go for 2? Well, they're very, very quick between the wickets, so they always run the first one hard. That's the best part about SVK Dynamic Strikers. Whoever the player is, the intent is right there to take the first one quickly. 110 the score for the loss of 4 wickets in the 14th over of the innings. Gone down the ground. Oh, he's taken his foot out. It's going to race away towards the fence in between long on and long off. The bowler should have stopped that, but it was hit fiercely by Pawan. Just look at that, tossed up and really well struck by the batter. Gets 4 runs. Down the leg side, that's been called a wide. Well kept again by the wicket keeper. The keeping has been top class today. And wearing number 7, as you can see on your screen. We all know the legends who don the jersey. The line has to be really particular by the spinners. You cannot bowl anything in the zone of the batters because they'll go for the big hits then. He's already picked up a couple of wickets here. Short mid wicket in place. Point covers and third man this time. A full toss outside off stump. That's fiercely punched into the offside. There's a man in the deep. Shashank. Should only be one. That's very well fielded. The full tosses need to be put away here. SVKM Dynamic Strikers have lost a couple of wickets and certainly the flow of runs has come down fair bit in this innings. 115 for 4 in 13.2 overs is the score. Rohit using his feet, punches it into the gap. When it's gone through the man in the deep. That's gone towards the fence for 4. Shimmied down the track and he's timed it beautifully. Although there was a fielder there in the deep, or diving effort, went through his hands for 4 eventually. Again using his feet, goes into the onside this time. There is a man there. Should just be one. 120 the score. 180 plus should be the target here for SVKM Dynamic Strikers. They're on course. They've got 6 wickets in hand. Especially Rohit out there in the centre. Oh, and Pawan. Well, you cannot take him out of the game. Just look at that beast-like stroke into the leg side for 6. What a strike that was. Ends the over with a maximum. 127 for 4. Spin to continue this time. Outside off stump, wide ball called by the umpire. Saw the batter come down the track and he bowled it way wider. 128 for 4. Well bowled. Played towards the cover region. Oh, there's a mix up there. There's a mix up there, but thankfully no damage done. Pawan Patel trying to use his feet, but he yorked himself there. 129 for 4 the score. Gaurang, the new bowler, into the attack. They've got good bowlers. He's got a good action here, Gaurang. You can see that he looks like someone who's played a lot of cricket over the years. Nice action, strong action. But there's the response. Using his feet, going down the ground for 4. This is magnificent striking here from Pawan. He's not holding himself back. He's not really worried about who's bowling, how the pitch is behaving and what is happening out there. He just is focused and determined to go for the big hits. Look at that. Full face of the bat. Straight as an arrow. 1 bounce and 4. One this time, that's a much better delivery from Gaurang. Inside edge, it goes towards the short fine leg region. Does it have the legs to go all the way? Yes, it does. That was pretty unfortunate for the bowler. You have to feel for the off spinner there. Almost had the wicket that he was looking for. But sadly, it just went towards the fence for 4. You can see the reaction from the bowler. He's so unhappy. There's nothing much that he can do about it. We'll continue. The next ball. Pawan down the ground. This is unbelievable hits. He's a very good bowler, Gaurang. You can see that he's bowling exactly how he would have thought, but really the batters are taking the game away from the Dbis strikers. Look at that. Another maximum down the ground for 6 runs. Scores 143 now. Again he goes down the ground. But just a single this time. So the end of a very expensive over this. 17 of it. It's 144 for 4. Shell has been reintroduced into the attack. Good delivery. Pawan using his feet goes into the onside. Running the first one hard. Are they going to come back for 2? They decide not to run for it. Just one taken. Just one. Rohit is on 46. 1 hit away from a half century. He's played really well. He's been out there since the first over of the innings. He opened the batting. Lost out on partners left, right and centre. But then he's shown a lot of character here, Rohit. Shell to continue. Slower delivery. Punch down the ground towards long off. Another one taken. Good bowling by Shell. He saw him come down the track and he just bowled a slower delivery. That is good. Look at that. Excellently bowled this. It's a good players. Dbis strikers. They've got some really good talented players in their squad. 146 for 4. Oh, he goes in the air. He goes in the gap. There is a man there. Slight fumble. Are they going to go for 2? Oh, yes, they will. Comfortably, they will come back for two. And the best thing is Rohit is not only running his runs, he's running runs for Pawan as well. So that goes to show that how committed he is for the SVKM Dynamic Strikers. He's not playing for his own self, but he's really showing teamwork here. That's well bowled. Excellently bowled. Shell, slower delivery once again. Another play and a miss there. Was halfway down the track there. Pawan. That is very good bowling by Shell. Oh, slower delivery has been picked up, but straight to the man. Couldn't get the elevation, couldn't get the power behind it. Fifth wicket goes down. Another slower delivery. Rolling his wrists on its shell. And Pawan's got to go back. A good innings of 33 comes to an end. 148 for 5. Look at that. Slower through the air, and Pawan tried to pick the balls out of it, but only could find the fielder at long on. Good catch. 148 for 5. The new batter in is Shravan. And the first ball was very, very well bowled by Shell. Look at that. Outside off stump. Play and a miss. End of 16. It's 148 for 5. Oh, leading edge. And it goes past the man at shot third. And that's going to be 50 for Rohit. Truly well deserved half century. The 150 comes up for SVKM Dynamic Strikers. But more importantly, an individual milestone here for Rohit. Tried to go into the onside, but a leading edge towards shot third. Went past the fielder towards the fence. And look at that. The eyes completely determined. Big score ahead. That's the target. Sagar, he's bowled really well today. Can he finish his quota of 4 overs with some good numbers? Ken goes into the cover region. Are they going to go for 2? Well, Shravan is wanting to come back for 2. And quite comfortably in the end, they'll take a couple of runs. 17th over of the innings. There is still 22 deliveries remaining. How many more will they get? Change of angles here. That's good thinking from Sagar. Short fine leg, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on the leg side. Pulls it away. Oh, again they're going for 2. That is fantastic running between the wickets. Getting a couple of runs once again. He's used his feet this time as well. Punches it towards long off. Will be another single. Well, the fielding has been very good from the Dbis strikers. Usually you see a lot of misfields here and there, but not with the strikers. They've done a good job. And talking about Svkm, they've laid the platform perfectly to get to 180 plus here. The big question is how many more will they get going forward? Well, with shots like that, 180 is pretty much possible. That's gone towards the fence. First runs of the game for Shravan. Straight down the ground for 4. Very well hit past the bowler. Look at that. Trying to go for the Yorker there. Sagar missed his mark by just a fraction, I guess. He's paid the price. That's gone for 4. Last ball off the over. 2.5 overs, 2 for 35. Sagar. It's been on slightly the expensive side, but he'll be looking to pick up another wicket. That's again hit down the ground. And it's again gone for 4. Back-to-back boundaries to end the over. 17 gone. It's 165 for 5. So it's gone high in the air this time. And it's been caught. Shashank reintroduced into the attack and picks up a wicket on the very first ball and a very pretty half century. From Rohit comes to an end. Just look at that. Round the wicket, the same angle. Went high in the air and the man at covers making no mistake. Mehul completing the catch. And the 6th wicket goes down. 165 for 6. But what an innings this has been from Rohit. Unbelievable. New player in. New batter in is Bhavesh. Shank continuing round the wicket. It's played with soft hands towards the long off region. Should just be the one. 166 the score. Still 16 balls remaining. And we've seen some glimpses of aggressive batting here from Shravan. The Svkm dynamic strikers must be hoping that this is just the start of his onslaught. Still has 16 odd deliveries to get a lot more for his side, and that's well pulled away to the leg side. He did not get plenty of time, he got it, but he'll just get one. It's good to see that Bhavesh, the new batter in, is trying to run the first one hard. Wants Shravan to come back on strike. That is the intent. That was good fielding at deep mid wicket. Oh, that's it firmly to the leg side. That's it really well into the leg side for 4. When the ball left the bat, I knew that the timing was good. I didn't know about the placement, but that's yet another boundary. First of the innings for Bhavesh. Look at that timing. Cross batted, but perfectly positioned. The angle of the bat closing at the right time. Oh, that's well bowled. Good bowler, Shashank. He's a very, very good bowler. Tremendous fielder to back that up. Look at that. He's got good athleticism in his fielding as well. That really helps him generate that extra pace with the ball. This time it's taken the outside edge. It's gone towards the third man reach and it's gone for 4. Well, can you believe it? The fielder there was a little wider. Shashank is unhappy, but it's going to be another boundary. Full pitch delivery outside off stump. That the intent was to bowl a Yorker, and he almost executed it to perfection. The bottom edge, the toe end of the bat, still goes for 4. 18 overs have been bowled. It's 175 for 6. It was in the air. There was a man there in the deep. And Shell could have got another wicket. Shravan. Look at that. Going down the ground. Again, the toe end of the bat. Man there, Shashank. One of the best fielders that you would have. Stop the catch there. Oh, another good delivery. Very good delivery there. Shashank did drop the catch, but he saved a couple of runs eventually. After dropping the catch, the ball could have hit the boundary ropes, but showed good reactions, only a couple of runs. Oh, another very, very good delivery. That's extremely well bowled. Let's have a look at that again. The slower one. No pace whatsoever for Shashank to maneuver it. That's angled onto the body. He wants a quick single. He'll get it comfortably, Shashank. Leg bias should be the indication there. .178 for 6. We're in the penultimate over, the 19th over of the innings. Just 1 over remaining after this. Last ball of the over. He's gone into the leg side, Bhavesh. Is he going to get a couple? He's coming back for 2. That's brilliant running between the wickets. End of 19. It's 180 for 6. It is the last over of the innings, and well, Shashank round the wicket. The batter tried to flick the ball into the leg side. They've gone for a couple of runs. They're running at everything. Every opportunity that they get, they're going for runs. They're trying to take those risks in getting those ones into twos, and Shravan is back on strike. 182 for 6. It's a good score on this pitch. It's a good score on this ground, although it's a batting pitch. Still 180 plus creates a psychological barrier for any side. Making some adjustments in the field. He wants a certain player at deep third man. Going forward, I think 180 is going to be the threshold, the target for the batting sides. Yorker outside off, but wide called by the umpire. That's going to be an extra delivery. 5 balls remaining. Can they get to 200? The kind of aggressive strokes that we've seen here, 200 also is very, very likely. Goes down the ground, Shravan. Oh, that's well fielded. Very, very well fielded. Throw at the striker's end. Oh, Shravan was searching for the ball. He did not know that the throw was at his end. But fortunately, he's crossed over for a couple of runs. Very, very good running once again. Shravan's back on strike. He's taking a bit of a breather here. Must be exhausted from running at everything possible. This time down the leg side, wide ball called by the umpire. So another extra by Shashank. He's got the pace here. Shashank is very, very quick in the air and off the pitch, but unfortunately a bit wavered on that previous delivery. 4 more to go. 186. Toe end of the bat. Are they going to go for 2 again? Oh, not this time. Not this time. Shravan was scampering through to the non-striker's end, and in his mind he decided that he was only going to take 1. Unless there would have been a misfield or something, but only 1 taken. 3 balls to go. Bhavesh is on strike. That's a play and a miss. Play and a miss, trying to slog into the leg side. There's no connection between bat and ball. That's a dot ball. So just 2 deliveries remaining. Can they go above 190 now? Well, a boundary here will really take them, but the way Shashank is bowling is not going to be easy. Look at that, another dot ball. Another dot ball. So pretty anticlimactic in the end. Last ball remaining in the innings. They've gone through the overs really quickly, these guys. Kudos to the bowling department. Last ball of the innings. Cuts it away to the offside. I don't think they'll get to. Just 1 run taken. And 188 for 6. That's all that they get. 189 is going to be the target for the Dbis strikers when they come out to bat. Welcome back to one and all in this run chase. 189 is the target that's been set by the Svkm Dynamic Strikers. Paryank is going to be opening the bowling. Shivkumar is on strike. A slip in place. Oh, and a good shout. But the ball was pitching outside leg stump, so a fantastic decision by the umpire. The ball was angled away from the left-hander. This is something that Paryank does quite often. Gets the ball to swing away from the left-hander into the right-hander. He's got the knack of picking up those early wickets. Doesn't have express pace, but tremendous control over the line and lengths. Here he goes again. What a delivery. What a delivery. Once again, a play and a miss. You can see that the keeper is not up to the stumps. He's standing a few steps back. I think he wants something. Not sure what. What a delivery. Paryank once again shaping away from the left-hander. Another dot ball. That's much better. Shiv needs to play into the offside. You saw him shadow practice it there after being beaten. Manish at the North striker's end. He'll be gauging and absorbing the pitch and assessing how the bowler's bowling. Paryank reminds you of prime Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, the way he bowls, but he's gone into the leg side. There's a man there. Just falling short of the man at long on. Had got the player on the boundary at long on, but just falling a few yards in. The whole field now will shift towards the offside. It's a left-hand, right-hand combination. It's animosity for everyone. Manish. Oh, what a delivery. What a delivery through the gate. But missed the leg stump by inches and centimeters there. Excellent, excellent over. Wow. What an over this has been from Paryank. Last ball. Full toss. Punched into the offside, and that's going to be straight to the man in the deep for a single. End of the first over. Just 2 runs off the first over. Economical start here for the Svkm Dynamic Strikers. 2 without loss after 1. Also good ball there. Kashyap outside off stump swinging away from the right-hander. So they've got 2 different kind of bowlers bowling from the same end. You've got one who can swing it way into the right-hander. The other one shaping it away from the right-hander. Quality at its best. At the same time, you can see that even the batters, They're trying to show some intent. They're showing some aggression, although they've not got the connection so far. But it's good to see that they're trying their level best to get those runs. Kashyap, outside off. Well bowled, a play and a miss, looking for a wide. Oh, he wants a run. Trying to run for it, Manish. Sent back by Shivkumar at the non-striker's end. We'll have to wait and see the way these two bat in the power play. Important to get those runs if you're chasing a huge score at this ground. And shots like that is what they need. That's gone down the ground. Man there at long off, trying to get to the ball. Covered a lot of ground, to be fair. And it's gone towards the fence for the first boundary of the innings. Coming off the bat of Manish. And that's the kind of strokes that he needs to play. Excellently played into the onside for 4. Oh, that's well bowled. There's an appeal. But I think it was just a play and a miss, nothing more. It was really, really well bowled. Kashyap to continue. Oh, that's in the air and that's been caught. Dhaval Siroya. Yeah, was struck sweetly but straight to the man. He's completed the catch but he looks to be in some pain. Hope he's not hurt himself there. That is the first wicket. But what a catch that was. That was rocketed towards the fielder. Look at that. Look at the power. What a brilliant catch by Dhaval Siroya. Safe hands. First wicket down, 6 for 1. Paryank again. Over number 3. Starts off with another play and a miss. Well, Shiv Kumar, he's trying to slog the ball on the leg side, but his foot is not in line with the ball. If you see the replays going a few minutes back, his foot is, firstly he's playing open chested right there. But this time it's onto the body, and that's going to be 4. You cannot bowl onto the leg side to a player who's looking to hit you into the leg side. Shivkumar is not going to miss out on that one. He gets his first boundary of the innings, and a welcome boundary here for the Dbis strikers. They need plenty more of 4s and 6s in this match. And again, look at that. Look at his front foot. It's way outside leg stump. So there's no chance he's going to be connecting the ball. Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He's got a good bat swing, you know. Although he's not connecting the ball, the bat swing is something that is pretty interesting. The way he's getting that downswing. Only if he gets the connection right. Plays into the offside. Straight to the man at catching covers, at short covers. Dot ball here. Here he goes again. Paryank. Oh, that's the leading edge. Is there anyone getting under it? Just over the man at backward point. The batter's crossover for 1. Almost Paryank getting a wicket for himself. That was a very, very good delivery. The required rate has gone to 10.5 now. Just around that, just below 10.5, but it's still a lot of runs needed. They need every over to come for at least 10. Need runs time and again. They cannot bat the way they are right now. Vishal is on strike. Last ball of the over. Oh, and he's got him. Paryank cleans him up through the bat and the pads. Second wicket down. What a delivery that was. In swinger. Loopy in swinger. Gets his man. Two down for 11. That's the quality of Paryank. Just look at that darting in swinger. Trying to play across the line. The foot was nowhere near. And 2 down. Oh, it's taken the toe end of the bat. Toe end of the bat. This will take some catching, but it falls again in between 2 players. Should just be the one, the throw at the keeper's end, but only one. Prathamesh, the new batter in. It was Shivkumar who played that stroke. 12 for 2 the score. Kashyap into his second over. Well, if I were the captain of Svkm Dynamic Strikers, I guess I would bowl my opening bowlers out, especially Paryank. The kind of swing that he's getting. It's really astounding to me. How can he swing the ball so much when there's no sort of wind at offer? However, Prathamesh is in at number 4. What a shot! Pass to the bowler, but straight towards mid-off, and Prathamesh needs to be careful with the running between the wickets. The last thing that they want is a run out here. 12 for 2 the score. Here he goes again. Back of a line delivery. Cut away. Cut beautifully. But straight to the man at backward point. Well fielded. Very, very well fielded. That was a diving effort. Saves a couple of runs for his side. The commitment has been phenomenal from both these teams. You know, you have to give it to both the sides. Even the Dbis strikers, when they were out there in the field, you saw those dives. You saw some very good catching time and again. That just shows the quality of the Jfsc School Darts Cricket Championship and how far have they come years back when they started, and now you can see that there's a drastic change in the approach intent as well. Played into the offside towards the sweeper. Single is what they'll get. There's an appeal there. Dot ball. The ball came in again. Kashyap getting the ball to move into the left-hander. Look at that swing. Look at that swing. Shivkumar trying to flick the ball into the outside, but I think he missed the line on that occasion. Last ball of the 4th over. The Dbis strikers back pinned against the wall for them. He lets it go, and that was just inside the tram line. That's a fair call. That's a correct call here. End of the over. Just look at that again. For all the people who had doubts about it, it was inside, well inside the line. Fantastic decision by the umpire. 4 overs have been bowled. It's 13 for 2. Paryank is going to be continuing over number 5 in this match, and 3rd over for him in the spell. Not looking to hold back. Oh, that's a good delivery. Well, when you get this amount of swing, there's a huge chance for a bowler to get carried away, but not this guy. The way he is bowled, he's just kept things simple. He's not tried anything fancy. That was the last delivery. It was really outside the line of off stump. In fact, it was outside the tram line and it came back in. That's the swing that he gets. This time he's cut it, crunched into the offside. There is a man in the deep. Should just be the one. Good fielding in the deep, good field placement in the deep as well. Just shows that the captain of the strikers has really thought hard in the field placements. Again, trying to slog it to the onside. towards mid wicket, mid on. He plays, gets a single again. Well, the boundaries have dried up completely, and although the intent is there, but still I feel that there haven't been any boundaries scored properly. $15 for 2. Oh, good delivery. That was almost the wicket-taking one. That is excellently bowled by Paryang. That one came back in sharply, and the batter did really, really well to keep his eyes on the ball. Oh, that was so close. Extremely close. Oh, he's gone down the ground. Towards long on. Will be one. This is how Prathamesh needs to bat. This is how he needs to play the strokes. Last ball of the over. And played cautiously. Cautiously by Shivkumar. End of 5. It's 16 for 2. Well, start of the 6th over. And straight away. Cut shot towards point. Dot ball here. In the last over of the power play, this is really not the kind of start that the Dbis strikers were looking for. They were looking to hunt the total down of 189, but so far it's not been the case for them. Oh, he takes down the ground. He takes the aerial route. That is going to be the first maximum in the run chase. What a strike that is from Prathamesh. Outstanding hitting. Using his feet. Shimmy down the ground, and Prathamesh, full face of the bat. One of the best shots of the day so far. This time it's outside off stump. He's gone down the ground straight as an arrow. The man at mid off is a mere spectator. It goes towards the fence for 4. Well, finally my voice is back here. Well, he tried to slog the ball into the leg side. It went high in the air. It was in the air for eternity. And there was plenty of time for the fielder to come under it. But I think the white ball swirling in the sky is never easy. That was one of the major reasons why the ball did not come into hands of the fielder. Shivkumar survives. Well bowled again. Paryank. I was thinking earlier as well that the captain should bowl the bowlers out, especially this guy. The kind of movement that he's got, and that's exactly what he's done. That's good captaincy from Rohit and Dhawal as well. Inside edge goes towards square leg, no run taken. So looks like the Dbis strikers, they're not looking to take those risks. They're just trying to bat out as much as they can. That has been the intent for them. Last ball of the 7th over. Paryank, 4 overs. In fact, his 4th over. 1 for 12. What a spell this has been from him. Goes behind square on the onside. Well, he's got some bat on it. Will he come back for 2? I think he will. Comfortably in the end, 2 runs taken. So that's the end of 7 overs. It's 30 for 2. Paryank finishes with figures of 4 overs. 1 for 14. There's a change in bowling now. The 8th over of the innings, and Bhavik introduced into the attack. Starts off with a wide down the leg side this time. 31 for 2 the score. We're in the 8th over of the innings. "13 overs remaining, 158 to get. 12 runs is the required rate. That's a good delivery again. Look at the swing that these bowlers are getting. I'm not sure if the conditions have changed a lot since the second innings began. It's just the fact that I think the way the bowlers are bowling, the skill with which they are bowling is really amazing to see. Oh, good delivery. Trying to slog into the onside. Took an inside edge towards square leg. And a single is what they get. "32 for 2 the score. Prathamesh has by far looked the best batter in the DBIS lineup. Oh, Yorker length outside off stump played towards backward point. Diving effort, but it's scraped through into the gap. Are they going to come back for 2? Oh, they're not. They're settling for 1. This is really a magnificent performance by the Svkm Dynamic strikers. The DBI strikers, they've got so many talented players. Really, but it's just been an unfortunate sort of a day. Another play and a miss. He's asking for a wide, but the ball is inside the line. Because Shivkumar is not he's not covering the line. He's thinking that the ball is way too wide, but that's not the case, Shiv. Well, I'm just waiting for that one delivery in the slot for Shiv, and I'm sure that he's going to whack it into the leg side boundary for 6 because he's got a very good bat swing there. Oh, that was, I guess that was the delivery which he wanted to hit inside edge towards short fine. They cross over for a quick single now. The game's tempo has just gone down. Somehow. 34 for 2 the score. Last ball of the 8th over. Prathamesh on strike. Slow delivery, really well bowled, rolled his wrists on it. Played towards square leg. And they've not taken the run. So end of 8 is 34 for 2. We are in the 9th over. The score is just 34 runs, and well, Shivkumar is having some issues with the helmet there. I guess he wants to just get rid of it. There's not been that added bounce. They've not been the quickest of bowlers in the SVKM Dynamic squad. They're all medium pacers who are bowling in the right channels. I think that's the better way to describe the bowlers. And the new introduction as well. Shravan is bowling gentle medium pace here. And this time he's played into the onside. And that's a boundary. Well, that was the kind of stroke that we were waiting to see from Shivkumar's bat. That was in the slot for him. And this is what he's been waiting for all night. Any delivery in his arc, in his zone. Shivkumar at quick swing. You can see the bat swing as well into the leg side. Reminds you of Adam Gilchrist and the way he used to play the ball square on the onside. Even the Sri Lanka legend Jayasuriya had that strong power. And a front-on stance here for Shivkumar. Well, they need such 4s and 6s here. The 1s and 2s are not going to help even one bit. Oh, that's caressed into the offside. There's a man there. It's gone through him. But sadly, for Dbis strikers, there was protection in the deep, so only a single. 39 the score. We are in the 9th over of the innings. They are reeling right now, the Dbis strikers. They need to get going. You know, otherwise it's just going to be a dead rubber for them. A game that they've just participated in, and I'm sure that the Dbis strikers want to make a mark in this game. They want to get those 4s, those 6s and get to a very good score. They want to compete in this match, and I think they have the batting lineup. They have the mentality as well. You've seen Prathamesh and the way he can hit the ball. Can he clear the boundary one more time? Last ball of the over. In fact, 3 balls remaining in the over. 2 balls, apologies. And that's in the air. Oh, that's been dropped. Well, that was one of the better fielders at square leg. Went in the air and straight in and straight out. That will go down as a drop chance, and the batters did not cross over, so it will be a dot ball. But you have to feel for Shravan. He thought he got his man, but sadly he didn't. $39 for 2. Oh, that's a very, very good delivery. End of 9 overs. 39 for 2 after 9. Outside off stump, slashed hard, slashed into the gap and slashed for 4. Bhavik was continuing his spell, and the first ball outside off stump, it was really well played by Shiv. He got the chance to open his arms, and extremely well played. Look at that shot. Brilliant boundary for 4. Oh, that's a good delivery. But that one kept a little low, I guess. $43 for 2. 10th over of the innings. We'll have drinks on field after this over. Oh, that's in the air. What a shot that is. This is the stroke that I was waiting for. This is the shot that Shivkumar was looking for. It was in his slot. And I'm sure this one is going to go down in the archives. What a shot that is from Shiv. Let's have a look at that again. One of the mightiest hits of the night. It was in the slot. Shivkumar, all the muscle in that stroke for 6. The bowler seemed perplexed that where did that come from, but it was just a matter of time before this guy was going to break those shackles. Must be feeling a little bit at ease now with that maximum in the leg side. Need a few more of those. Need quite a lot more of those, to be honest. .49 for 2. Oh, good delivery, leading edge, just short of the man at square leg Tej. Inches and centimeters short. Dot ball here. Bhavik again, pulled away again. And that's going to be 4 as well. So this is the kind of intent that I was looking for. This is what I love to see. When a left-hander hits it, it looks even more elegant. Short length, short pitch delivery. Shiv waiting for the ball to come onto the bat. Did not hurry into the stroke. Held his shape. And he knew where the fielders were. The 50 comes up for the Dbis strikers. It's not come as quickly as they would have liked, but it certainly brought a smile to some of the faces in the dugout. Apish into the gap. And a single, so that will be the end of the 10th over single. Shiv will keep strike. 54 for 2, and we'll have a quick drinks break on the field. power play is over. The 10th over is over. And now everyone is waiting for those 4s and 6s to come off the bat of these two batters. 134 needed of 53 deliveries. The previous over was one of the best overs of the innings, where Shivkumar just went for those big hits. He went for the maximums. Shravan into his second over. Prathamesh on strike. 55 for 2 the score. Here he goes. That's a good delivery. Good delivery. Effort ball. Bouncing off good length. Some good kick off the turf as well for him. That's another fantastic delivery. Well, there is no shortage of quality in this tournament. That's something I've seen. Wide called by the umpire this time. It was a little bit too wide outside off stump, and rightly called so by the umpire. 56 for 2 the score. The Dbis strikers. Here goes Shravan once again. Good delivery. Played into the onside. And that's been dropped again. Well, what's happening here? Was relatively easier sort of a chance here. And I think the floodlights, maybe, I'm not too sure. Because Svkm dynamic strikers are a brilliant fielding unit. They've done it time and again. However, Prathamesh survives. Another chance goes down begging. How costly will this prove to be? Will this actually make a difference in the context of the game? We've seen a lot of miracles happen in cricket. We've seen some strange run chases in the past. And look at that shot. What a shot this is from Shivkumar. Well, you have to look at the replay once again, because he shuffled outside off stump. It was as if he was anticipating the ball to be back of a length. He knew that it would be a back of a length delivery. Look at that position. Unbelievable batting. Brilliance from Shiv. And now he's looking, the best version of himself while he's batting. 61 the score, 36 out of which have been scored by Shivkumar. Last ball of the 11th. And he's clobbered it into the onside. There is a man there, but he'll be a mere spectator as it goes towards the fence for 4. He ends the over the boundary. So 11 gone. It's 65 for 2. Kapil is being introduced into the attack. 65 for 2 after 11 overs. They've got the wickets in hand. Pulls it away into the leg side. There's a man there, but he won't be able to get to the ball. So another boundary. First ball from Kapil. He's been pedestrian to the leg side by Prathamesh for 4. Short ball. He got into the position quickly. Look at that. He knew that the ball was going to hold on to the pitch. Very, very good shot. Can Kapil look to make a comeback here? What a delivery. Very, very well bowled this. Excellent. Tossed up. And that missed the off stump. It was so close. Wow. Kapil to continue. That's cut away into the offside. Oh, diving effort. What an effort that is. Tej. Well, he saved 4 runs straight up. It was either 4 or 1. And it's turned out to be a dot ball. So even better a result here. What an effort from Tej. Diving to his left. He's a left-handed dominated player. But still he had to get down and get in position. That very well done there by Tej. Well, he's gone over cover. He's gone into the gap. There is a man there who will cut it off for a single. Coming round the wicket to the left hand. That's interesting. Let's cut away into the offside. There's a man there in the deep again. Should be another single. 71 the score for the loss of 2 wickets. Well, they were reeling at one point and now they've got to a much better position. Run a ball right now. Played back to the bowler. So end of 12 overs. 71 for 2. 71 for 3. And a change in bowling. Sandeep, first ball, leading edge. Will this be taken? Again in between two players. And again, Shivkumar survives. What a moment this would have been in the game. Sandeep, first ball, he could have got a wicket, but both the players could not reach the ball. They were right up to the edge of the circle. Varun is the new batter in. Outside edge. First ball towards shot third. Dot ball. No run taken. Was a slightly quicker delivery that. This one much slower. Goes inside out over cover. It's in the gap. And it will be stopped. They've only got one run there. I think they should have run two, but they settled for one somehow. Turning out to be a very good over this. .73 for 3. Pulls it away into the leg side. And it's gone for 4. So this is how you need to go about in this innings now. Another boundary into the leg side that was slightly short in length. And he's moved to 46, Shiv. The way he started and now the way the innings is going, it's like two different sides of a coin. Was slightly short, and look how early he's picked up the length. He's waiting for that. And bounced on it beautifully. 4 runs. Again, he tries to pull the ball into the leg side. He's not got the distance, not even the timing there. Only get a single, moves to 47. What a knock he's played today. It's been nothing but impressive, you know. It shows a lot of character as a player. Someone who was not able to time the ball, not able to connect the ball cleanly in the beginning, has now started to look so confident. Shows the maturity of the player as well. Look at that. Over covers he goes, slightly short of length from Sandeep. And he's been punished. 10 runs of the over, in fact 11 of the over. 82 for 3 after 13. Oh, Shiv has gone down the ground. He's got the height. Has he got the distance? I don't think so. And that's been caught. It did take something remarkable, and Pawan under the ball. And a beautiful innings by Shiv comes to an end. Courtesy of a mind-boggling catch there. And he looks a little disappointed, but he's played really, really well. Applauded by his teammates, applauded by the opponents as well. The quality of the man. The way he batted was looking very, very good for the time that he was there out there in the centre. Just guiding his fellow teammate. Let's have a look at the replay, how he got out. Kapil overpitched in the slot. Tried to get under the ball. He did get under the ball, but he could not clearly connect the ball down the ground. And a very, very good catch at long off by Pawan. 82 for 4. New batter in is Siddesh. 82 for 4. Outside off stump, cuts it away towards the backward point region. Run out chance. Non-strikers end. Oh, that would have been close. That would have been very, very close. A risky single taken. Could have been curtains for either of them if the throw had been at the striker's end. Tej. It's not a bad thought of throwing it at the non-striker's end. A direct hit would have been a close call though. Both survive. 83 for 4. Outside edge. It has the legs. It does have the legs to go all the way for 4. That's going to be a cheeky boundary here, trying to drive the ball into the offside. Took an outside edge. And there's nothing that the bowler can do about it. Apart from just thinking of how miserable he must be feeling with that. Good delivery. Tossed up. And the expansive drive. He was beaten in the drive, to be honest, but he does get 4 runs. Oh, what a shot. That's been clobbered for 6. Don't even bother looking there. It's an outrageous stroke. 4 followed by a 6. This one was in pretty much control the way he hit the ball down the ground. And Varun, well, he's waited for his opportunity, and now that he's got it, he seems to make the most of it. Seems to make the most of it here. Very, very good stroke again down the ground for 6 runs this time. Oh, the quicker delivery. Trying to cut the ball. A play and a miss here. Flatter trajectory, and that's extremely well bowled by Kapil. Went on with the arm. Well kept as well by Rohit. Varun on strike. Oh, he's gone high in the air. High in the air. And it's been dropped by the bowler. Off his own bowling. He tried to go run backwards and take the catch. It's never easy running backwards, but a very good attempt. Will go down as a drop chance. 14 gone, 94 for 4. Well, Sandeep. Well, that one was not in the script for the Dbis strikers. Just look at that delivery. Wide of the crease. Just kept a little low, I guess. Did not bounce as much, and the 5th wicket goes down. 94 for 5 now, and Varun was looking so good out there in the middle, has to go back to the hut. New batter in is Gaurang. The first ball, he's gone down the ground. Did not get the timing right on the bounce. Talk about a start here. Gaurang straight away, not holding back at all. Siddesh is now on strike. 6 overs remaining, 5 after this one. Well bowled, wide ball called by the umpire. Very, very close to the tram line. I think on the line is also a wide, so wide called. 96 the score for the loss of 5 wickets. Oh, well bowled, really well bowled. He's just lost the bails quickly. Rohit. That's a good line that Sandeep has found now. Into the onside again for another single. "97. For 5 the score. Oh, he goes over cover. Is he going to come back for 2? I think they're running for 2. And that's good running. Easily coming back for the second. 99 the score now. Last ball of the 15th. Well bowled and played with soft hands, and they're going to run through for a single. So the 100 comes up for the Dbis strikers at the end of 15 overs. It's 100 for 5 after 15. Kapil to continue. Tucked away into the onside. That's played towards deep mid wicket. Only a single this time as well. Over number 16 going on right now. Here he goes again. Down the ground. Kapil looking for another wicket here. Pulled away to the leg side, not the timing there. Deep mid wicket in position. Another single. 16th over of the innings. They've got on through the overs very, very quickly. Last ball. Oh, what a hit that is. It's gone down the ground though. And that's gone out of the ground. Tremendous. Gaurang ends the over the 6-18. In fact, 16 gone. 1-1-2 for 5. Dhaval into the attack. First ball towards deep square leg for a single. So 23 balls remaining, 76 to win. We have seen some surprising and miraculous things happen in this game of cricket, but if the Dbis striker win this game from here on, it'll be nothing short of a golden moment in the history of Jfsc School Dads Cricket Championship. 19 and over is what is required. That is just berserk. The required rate is punched away off the back foot, played towards deep extra cover. Well, they need just one good over here. One good over from the Svkm dynamic strikers perspective. I'm saying if they have a good over under 6 runs and over, then I don't think that there is any chance for the Dbis squad, because although mathematically it will be possible, but still chances are almost as good as gone if there's one good over here. Using his feet, tries to go down the ground. There's a man there, and that's gone through his legs. That's gone through his legs. I think he's just gesturing that the ball just skid through as it came closer to him, but a much needed boundary here. Using his feet, came off the bottom of the bat, I guess, not enough power, and there was the odd bounce. He's right. Pawan at long on. Probably could have got his body behind the line much better, but anyway, 118 for 5. Wide ball, is it? Not called by the umpire. I think it was just inside the tram line. $118 for 5. 2 balls to go. Dhaval will continue. It's a good delivery, very good delivery. Takes the outside edge towards the short third man region. They run quickly through for a single. Last ball remaining in this over. 7 runs of the over so far with 1 ball to spare. Can he finish the over well here, Dhaval? Gaurang on strike. He hit a monstrous 6 on the last ball of the previous over. Can we see another one here? Last ball off the 17th. Hits it firmly down the ground. Should not get more than 1. Just a single, he'll keep strike. 17 gone, it's 120 for 5. Well, that was outside off stump, wide ball called by the umpire. Kashyap, the bowler, who's being brought back into the attack. That is going to be a dot ball here. Well, that has taken the outside edge and that's gone towards the fence. A short break there we saw. But Shravan replacing the injured. Kashyap. That's a boundary. .125 for 5 the score. 64 needed of 16 balls. Making a few adjustments to the field here. Goes down the ground. Firm hit towards long off. Should be another single. Well, Gaurang is looking very positive out there. Although he's coming to bat very, very late and low down the order. I hope in the next game he gets a promotion. The kind of intent that he's shown with the kind of batting we've seen by him. 126 the score. Outside off stump, wide ball called by the umpire. It was over the tram line, so wide. Oh, that's much better. Playing a miss here. That's much better. The line, the length. You can see he's bowling away from the hitting zone of the batter. Next ball up. using his feet. Oh, he's hit a very good shot there. It's going all the way for 4. Using his feet over cover. Outstanding. Crisp by Siddesh. That's the replay. Very well played. Over cover, difficult stroke. But he gets 4. Last ball of the over. $131 for 5. Goes over the bowler's head. I think it's not come off the middle of the bat, but should only be a single. End of 18. It's 132 for 5. Nineteenth over, Dhaval bowling the over. Into the onside, he goes well. 57 off 12. You don't really think that there's any chance left here for the DBI strikers, but what they can do is get those runs there, get some confidence for themselves, and then, probably prepare for the next game, because matches are going to be back to back. They are going to have some good competition as well. So yeah, need to be extremely prepared for all kinds of matches here. And is that out? I think it is. Beats him in the air with the spin as well. Gaurang departs. Rohit completes the job behind the stumps. 6 down for 133. New batter in. And almost new batter out, Shashank. Short ball tried to pull it away and the ball just hurried onto him. Does get a couple of runs. But Sandeep almost getting to the ball and completing the catch of the very first ball of Shashank's innings. 54 needed, I think. Mathematically, it's 9 sixes of 9 balls, but yeah. From here on, I think a lot of learnings for the DBI strikers moving forward in the tournament. How they want to approach the coming games, how they want to think about the mistakes made in this one especially. Slogs it into the leg side. There's a man there getting under it. And he's missed it and will allow the batters to come across for 2. Will they go for 3? That's the question. They're going for the 3rd as well. Throw at the keeper's end would have been a good thought, but sadly they just get 2. In fact 3. Siddesh is now on strike. Dhaval to Siddesh. Goes into the onside. He's found the gap. Is it going to go all the way? Not quite. Fielder there should cut it off, but not before the batters come across for two. Good running between the wickets once again. Even though the game's far gone, these players have still not, given up on what they want to do in the match. Last ball remaining of the 19th over. Scores 140. They'll try to get to 160 at least. So the deficit of defeat is less than 30. Tossed up. Takes a huge inside edge. Goes towards square leg and they'll cross over for one. So 141 for 6 after 19. Last over of the innings. Well, Pavik starts off with a wide 6 balls. 48 now, 47 to get. It's been a fantastic performance this by the Svkm dynamic strikers. They've got a lot to look forward to. Great batting from Dhawal, and then obviously their captain was excellent, Rohit. And while talk about the bowling, it's been a collective sort of an effort, especially Paryank, the way he started things off with the new ball. Kashyap, the other bowler, two of them bowling in tandem. Kashyap unfortunately has injured himself, I guess. Into the onside he goes, on the bounce to the man at long on. Should just be a single. The next few matches they'll take this confidence forward and keep playing the way they are. They're really a sight to beat in the Jfsc School Dads Cricket Championship. Oh, the under edge, the inside edge, it's going to go for 4. Very lucky there, Shashank. Bad delivery, but sometimes when the luck is your way, it really is your way. Goes for 4. Three balls left. 150s on the cards. 42 behind. The play and a miss. Asking for a wide, but the ball is well inside the tram line there. Still asking the umpire, but I think the ball was quite inside the tram line on that occasion as well. Slower delivery pulled away to the leg side. That's going to go away towards the fence for 4, and that's going to be the 150 up for the Dbis strikers. Waited for the ball. It was not the quickest delivery. And look how he's hit it to the leg side. Really well played for very good bounce. Last ball of the game. And that's a play and a miss, and that'll be a win here for the SVKM Dynamic Strikers. They've outplayed their opponents in today's encounter. They deserve all the points. And a really good effort, a solid effort from the Dynamic Strikers as they win the game by 37 runs.